Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Clark, and it's math time. Today, we are going to look closely at some coins. Particularly, we are going to be looking closely at the dime, the nickel, and the penny. And then we're going to use those coins to make combinations. And then we are going to count those coins and see what the value of our coins are. See how much money you have. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take myself away from the screen so you can see my other screen a little bit better. All right, boys and girls. So I have a dime. I have a nickel. And I have a penny. One thing to notice is that the dime is worth 10 cents. Even though the dime is worth 10 cents, it is smaller than the other two coins. A nickel is worth 5 cents. It is the biggest one of these three coins. The biggest coin that we will be working with is the quarter, but we're not looking at the quarter right now. This is the penny. The penny is worth 1 cent. All right, so each coin has a front and a back. Let me show you what those look like. The back of the dime looks like this. The back of the nickel looks like this. And the back of a penny like this. So one thing to notice is that on the back of a dime, there is a torch in the middle and some branches with leaves. On the back of a nickel, there is a building. On the back of a penny, there is another building. All right, so we are going to use these coins today. We're going to put them in different combinations, and we are going to count and find out what the value of these combinations are. This is something that you have worked on in your math journal. If you haven't finished working on page 2 of your math journal, this is something that you can go and finish when we are done with the video today. All right, so let me go ahead and get rid of some of these so that we have a blank canvas to start from. Okay, I am going to leave that there. Let me go ahead and erase these numbers. Oops, let's see. All right. So I am going to try and give you some tips and tricks for helping you to figure out how to count the coins in a combination. So let me just put some coins on my paper and then we will get started. I am putting several nickels and dimes and pennies on my page. All right, now one thing that you might think is, wow, Mrs. Clark, this is going to be really hard to count and figure out how much money this is. You're right. One of the strategies that I like to use when counting a combination of money is I like to put the coins in order of how much money they are. So I am going to start out by putting all of my dimes together. The dimes are the biggest value. Each of the dimes equals 10 cents. So all of these are worth 10 cents each. The next highest coin is the nickel. So I am going to go ahead and put my nickels in the line next. The smallest amount of money is the penny. The penny is worth 1 cent each. And by sorting our coins out by largest to smallest, I can count my coin combination much easier. Another trick that I like to do is I like to draw a squiggly line between each of the types of coins. So I have my dimes in this section, I have my nickels in this section, and I have my pennies in the last section. All right, when I see that squiggle line, it tells my brain to stop and start counting a different way. So when I start counting by tens and I see the squiggle line, I'm going to think, oh, it is time to count by fives now because nickels are worth 5 cents. When I see the squiggle line next, I'm going to think, oh, it's time to stop counting by fives and start counting by ones. So count with me. We're going to start with the largest value. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, stop. Now count by fives. 45, 50, 55, 60, stop. Now count by ones. 61, 62, 63, 64. So I have a grand total of 64 cents. All right, boys and girls, I have put some coins on my screen. And what is one thing that you notice? Are my coins in order from largest to smallest? No, they are not. So one thing that I want to do is I want to move these coins so it's going to help me count these coins better. So I'm going to find all of my dimes and put those first. Then I'm going to find my nickels and put those next. Then my pennies, and those are going to go last. All right, now I can count. If I want to do my trick of putting my squiggle line between my different coins, I can do that as well. Help me count, boys and girls. We're going to find the value of this coin combination. Let's start with the dimes. 10, 20, stop. 25, 30, stop. Now count by ones. 31, 32, 33. So my total is 33 cents. Good job. Boys and girls, I have put more coins onto my screen. What would you do if you had to count all of these coins and tell someone how much money you had? One thing that you can do is put the coins in order from largest to smallest. Here's one more dime. Okay, my dimes are in the row. Now I'm going to work on putting my nickels next. And if I do this, it actually helps me to count the coins in an easier way. Now, if I had coins on my math page and there was no way for me to move my coins around, what would I do? Well, I would probably rewrite it. I would write D's for dimes, just like this. Oops. So D, you write a D and circle it. That means dime. For a nickel, you write an N and circle it. That means nickel. For penny, you write a P and circle it, and that means penny. So if I were working on a piece of paper and I could not move these around like Mrs. Clark is moving them around, I would probably just rewrite it so that all of my D's are together, all of my N's are together, and all of my P's are together. I am also going to do my trick of my squiggle line, and that helps me count my money better. All right, I want you to count this with me. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So I had a grand total of 72 cents. If you have not finished page 2 in your math journal, go ahead and finish that now that you've had some practice with coin combinations. Work on your seesaw activity, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.